What is up, guys? Welcome to a new gameplay video. We're sitting, I think, in gold 2 at the moment, about 40 LP or something like that after losing promos, and we've had like some of the most difficult games, I think it's fair to say, recently, and yeah, I think we've had some of the most difficult games recently, and it's been a struggle to try and win them, but hopefully we're going to be able to pull it out a little bit more, and we should be able to do something. We're going back to one of our comfort picks this time, so we're going to be playing Caitlyn today. I think Caitlyn's pretty good, but one of the problems actually as I rearrange the scoreboard is their team is like literally the worst thing you could probably ever play against as an AD carry. They have Olaf to just run at me, and obviously I can't kite him, I can't trap him, I can't do anything there. Malzahar has flash ults me. Azir is going to hit me with a bigger range than I have, so I can't touch him, and Tristan is also got a large range, I think, at level 18. So their team is very difficult to deal with, but I think we'll be able to do something. It's going to come down to a lot of the lane phase, so we're going to play quite aggressively today and try and get a lead through the lane phase like that. Hopefully that will pan out. We'll see how that goes. Runes of Masteries and stuff are going to be in the description. I'm running Further Battle this game just for some more damage, especially against Olaf. It's going to help a lot because he'll take quite a while to kill, so that should help. And one thing I'm actually going to do is that normally I'd max my W. I did a game before where I was maxing my W, and I mean, it went pretty well. Like, I think that's still the better choice. Like, maxing W over Q, I think it's more damage and lane pressure and stuff. But this lane is going to be a bit harder because Tristana is like a hard push kind of AD. Like, she pushes naturally really hard with her E. I'm going to prep this and then hopefully get all of them. Oh, we got them all. Look at that. I learned how to CS this game. Yeah, so she's going to push it very hard anyway, and so probably going to need some points in our queue to actually like counter that and push it again as well. Because if we don't, then what's likely going to happen is that she'll just push like harder than me, and I'll get forced on the tower, and that's like where Caitlyn is kind of worse. So we want to try and avoid that kind of situation. We want to make sure that if we're able to, we're keeping it out of the tower. And I think I'm going to have to go like 2, maybe 3. Oh, nice. You have to go 2, maybe 3 points. Okay, they're about to get 2 as well, never mind. 2, maybe 3 points into Q and then swap to maxing my traps. The other problem as well is just like maxing traps is not very good against Olaf because he obviously dodges the entire thing. So yeah, that's not exactly going to do very much for me. I'm probably going to get my net though, I think, now. Just because Sona doesn't have any like CC to lock her down in place. Whoops, I meant to hit Thresh with that one. See, Sona doesn't have any lockdown or anything, so like ideally if it was a Leona for example, I could go traps because I could lock her down. Leona could lock him down and then I'd be able to follow it up with a trap. But it's really going to be quite hard for me to actually... Oh, I got the cannon still. It's going to be quite hard for me to lock him down my traps on my own. And just if Thresh ever goes very aggressive or anything like that, I have my net. I can also dodge Tristana's jump with my net, because she's most likely going to place it on top of me rather than behind me, which would be good. So just trading wise, you can see I've actually put a lot of focus onto the... Now we're going to get our traps, so nice. So you see I put a lot of focus onto the Thresh. The reason for that is because if the Thresh is going to be my bigger problem. Tristana's not very good at trading on her own. So this is an adaptation for just for this lane phase. Like, Tristana's not very good at trading on her own. She kind of needs her support to go in, and then Tristana's going to follow it up. So normally, yes, you'd focus the AD mainly because they only have 1 health potion, and Thresh is going to have 3, right? Oh, I missed one. Thresh is going to have 3, so it's just a lot harder to actually... Well, to make the punishment stick, I guess, because he's just going to heal it back up. But actually, if we manage to poke him down and get through his potions, or just keep him low enough, I guess, then it's going to be really hard for Tristana to actually get anything done because Thresh can't engage for her, basically. That's like idea behind this. And we've actually burnt through all of his potions right now, so the same phase is actually going pretty well. We're CSing well this game. I've made like a mental thing of, okay, this game I need to CS well, because one of the problems we're having is we just can't really carry, I guess. Like, our teams are not particularly good, but we're just not able to do anything, and with more gold we'd be able to do more. So one of the things I'm going to have to step up on is getting more gold just from the lane phase, and the way to do that is just to get more farm. So I'm keeping an eye on my headshot tracker here. Next one, just because I want to headshot this guy. because he's extremely low. He's actually like doing nothing for this lane at the moment, which is why I'm trying to poke him a little bit more, so that eventually he's gonna have to base and we'll just get a free. We'll just get a free lane. Whoa, dude. Alright then. We could probably actually kill this guy. Oh, wow. I did not think about that, though. That's a very interesting synergy there, or counter to me, which I'm going to bear in mind for future. So I tried to use my E there to get like a headshot, and he blocked it with his Voidling because he just spawned out of nowhere. It spawns in front of him, so I'm never going to be able to actually net him and outplay that way to get like a kill. Yeah, Kate, you are not coming in, my friend. So you see, every time I go in like this though and hit someone, I'm actually going to duck into the bush afterwards because oh, I missed the cannon. I'm going to duck into the bush afterwards because it drops the aggro. Well, I think we can actually swap to maxing our traps now. Oh wow, that's weird. Okay, nice. And now we are going to poke the Tristana though, because Thresh's base, he's picked up another 3 potions, so there's not really much point me going for the Thresh anymore. I think it's more worthwhile to pick up on the Tristana and try and punish her a little bit. I could base and get my BF sword here, which I think is probably a better play. I'm just going to zone off here because she's been going to this side. I'm going to zone off 1. I don't have any more traps yet. I think it might be a good idea, but at the same time, Tristana hasn't base, so I'm not really losing anything because I'm still naturally quite strong. And if I can... Yeah, we can still punish them, I think, so I don't feel like there's any need to necessarily base. The bigger thing would be if like Malzahar turns up and we want to turn a fight, or like if there's a party bot lane, we'd want to do that stuff. That's like when you really need your extra items, I guess, more than anything else. But for now, I don't feel like we have to base and get that. Plus, it's actually pushing towards us, which is not good. But there was one thing I want to talk about with Caitlyn, which I didn't talk about last time, which is like the perfect combo. So there's actually a perfect combo that you can pull off for like maximum damage, which is going to be it's going to be like headshot. So you've already got a headshot with your auto attack, right? So you have a headshot with your auto attack, you go into trade, you put a trap down, so you headshot first, they go on the trap, you headshot again, you net backwards, and you headshot again, and then you ult. So that's like 3 headshots plus like trap damage, Q damage, E damage. Like when you're netting backwards, you can use your... Oh, she's actually level 6 though. Oh, I wanted that on the Thresh because we could have killed Thresh there. I actually put a trap on the Thresh, like so that when he was stunned by the Sona, we'd actually be able to kill him. But because she went for the Tristana and didn't get that, because she went for the Tristana and not the... Oh, Sugar, he's 6 as well. I'm gonna flash here. I don't wanna... That was actually really bad of me because what I should have done there... Am I gonna die? Yes, I'm gonna die. That was really bad of me. 1, I should have just run away. Don't think you can 1v through that. Damn, I misplayed that. So, 1, I should have just ran away because I'd flashed, I'd got out of the gank, I wasn't in any danger, but I went back in and that's what put me in danger. So that's my first mistake, was just not leaving her to die. The second mistake though, and I burnt both my summoners and I still died. That feels so bad. And Tristana is now, she's still 20 CS behind, so I'm actually still ahead of her, which is good, but this is why CS is so important. Like if I wasn't ahead in CS, she would have just taken the lead there from a gank. But yeah, the second thing was immediately as soon as I saw Mouse was about to probably ult, like in range of ult, I should have put traps down. I should have put traps down to try and zone him to start with, but I should have put traps down immediately so that he would have just like insta-clocked on it and failed his ult, and then Sona might have been able to run away. I also could have like killed her to try and speed her up to get out of it, but she was definitely in range, so there wasn't really any point me hitting her for speed because Malzahar was going to catch her. But yeah, that was unfortunate. But at the same time, it's not the end of the world, I don't think. I got my BF sword. If I'd have had my stuff though, like you see how I said the only time I'm ever going to suffer for this is if I... the only time I'm ever going to suffer is if we get ganks and I want to turn the gank around. Well, that's kind of unfortunately what happened. And if I'd have had my BF sword and stuff while they were focusing Sona, I probably could have killed someone because Mouse is very squishy, so is the rest of the team. So that actually did end up biting me. I guess that's kind of why you want to base, especially if you're pushing like this. Alright, so Tristana has 2 health potions, and so does Thresh. So there's not actually really anything I can do particularly at the moment. We have a ward though this time, which is better. We're going to see him coming down. But I might not want to push this as hard right now, just because I don't think I'm going to get much out of it. Like, Tristana, the reason I'm pushing so hard this game, rather than like, normally I say you kind of think about it, right? I haven't really mentioned it, but... Oh, that's bad though. You don't want to do that. Let's see if he doesn't block it. Whoa, don't do that, Sona. What the hell? Oh man, we had lane advantage. I hate supports to do this, like, or ADs and stuff, because you have lane advantage in that situation, like, you're stronger, right? Like, we've just won the fight. There's literally zero need. I AFK. Why are you blaming me for that? You flashed on the tower and I had no cooldowns. What the fuck? Yeah, so, when you have, like, you don't have to get kills from everything. Like, this is something people think. You have to get a kill every single time. I'm not going to answer Sona, by the way, because she'll probably just rage at me. So I don't think that's worth. You don't have to get a kill every single time you do something. It's something that people think, oh, look, they're so low. We just wasted that entire thing. We could have got a kill. But no, like, we got lane control. She was going to have to, like, base after that. We were going to get free farm. We were going to put her further behind. And we would have got a massive advantage from that, even if we don't kill them. So killing someone is not the end of the world. Like, if you don't kill them, it doesn't actually matter that much. But people like this will think that you have to get a kill, otherwise it's a complete waste of time. And that ended up, yeah, that ended up kind of screwing everything. So unlucky, but never mind. We're still pretty strong. I have my ult back up actually. Think we could. I don't know if they know we're there. By the way, one of the ways I'm actually trapping is right under this tower here. The reason I'm trapping there is because... Oh, he's dead. I wasn't even aiming for Thresh and we got him. Nice. One of the reasons I'm trapping there is because if they ever want to, like, go... I don't think this is a good idea. If they ever go... Oh, we get the Azir that maybe. He's kind of on his own, so actually would be a decent pick off, but I don't know if we're going to get him. Probably not. If they're ever, like, there standing on the side, it's they can't get through that gap, so it kind of eliminates an area of the map for them. Or the tower, I guess, at least, where they can't do anything. I don't think we can actually do this, because they have quite a pokey team. I don't think it's worth. Azir and, like, people are around, so I'd rather just take it steady. We're still 30 CS ahead, which is good. Oh, I kind of knew that was going to happen, actually. At least I know now as well that thingy is... No, don't, dude. Oh, Evelyn's there? Okay. Oh, nice. I didn't see the Evelyn on the map. I should have looked. I only saw Sona on the map, so I pinged back because... I thought it was just Sona going in, and Thresh being there as well meant I couldn't really do anything because I'm so low. I'm going to head up though because they're fighting right now, just in case they fight. I don't think they're actually going to, hopefully, but just in case. I'm going to push this into tower, make Tristana miss all of the CS. The one thing I've really tried to do this game, which has been different from all my other games, is I've really put a priority on talking less. I'm not like, it's not an internal monologue the entire time anymore. It's kind of like, I'm making sure that I CS properly. 120 for this game. Look at how, like, the rest of them are like 70, maybe 80, and we were on 120. So this is something that actually makes a massive difference. We're gonna get our runes now. We kind of explained this before, but just in case you weren't sure. So the Infinity Edge on its own is not very efficient because it's got, like, stuff like crit chance and crit damage, which we're not be able to crit very much. We're not going to really use that, so it's kind of wasted gold. With the Runins, it would be much better, so we're going to get the Runins first. We got the BF sword for some AD. Runins is really good anyway on Caitlyn just because it stacks your headshots faster. It doesn't, like, apply them on all three, but it stacks them faster, so we're going to still be doing more damage, which is good. And we'll push a little bit harder. So we'll see, we'll get our headshots every kind of like 3 autos, I think, if we're attacking 3 targets at a time anyway. Now Azir is missing, so I'm a little bit worried here. I'm going aggressive because Evelyn is here, but I feel like Sona 1v1ing the Thresh at this point is probably a dumb idea because Oh, they're doing dragon, that was why. So I'm just pinging, nice. I'm just pinging up here because the Azir is missing and we don't know where he is. Okay, actually base, which is fine. So if we'd have had ward on dragon, we could have definitely stopped that, which is unfortunate. But it's only an ocean drake, so it's not gonna be the end of the world at least. So we're gonna zone these out a little bit. We're gonna put a trap here. Whoa, Sona, I can't follow that when you randomly do it. I don't get. She probably is blaming me every time for these as well, but I just can't follow. So he's standing right next to the wall, which is really dangerous because. Oh, they're actually screwed because if they go over this. Are you serious? Alright, I'm not gonna go. She got him, nice. We got one at least. I think that's probably a minion auto, like the entire way across. I'm not sure though. But yeah, so they actually couldn't go anywhere because the trap. This is why I placed it there because it completely eliminates like that exit to the tower. Like they can't run past that. I don't know actually if maybe I placed that a bit wrong because I think they can run past this way. That's how Tristana got out. But Thresh to flash over it. They kind of like stood here awkwardly and just let me hit them, which was really nice. That was actually a mistake. What I should have done there is let the tower kill the cannon because I can't get this into tower before Tristana's back. I'm gonna have to leave this now, and yeah. So she's actually gonna get this cannon. Whereas if I had let the tower live and not auto attacked it, then she wouldn't have got some of that CS. So that was actually a mistake by me. Even though it doesn't seem like a major mistake, it's still something that I should have. There's no reason to give her the cannon, right? Like there's just no reason to do it. So I should have done that. Now what we can do though is we can move to mid. One thing I'm actually kind of worried about is the Olaf is getting a lot of kills. So yes, he's actually got 5 deaths, but he's got 4 kills. So this mouse is so squishy. We can definitely do this. He's got 4 kills, so he's actually going to be quite strong. Even though he's got like he's got 5 deaths. Sorry, he's actually going to be kind of strong. And like obviously right now I can trap them in here, right? Like I can actually trap them in and they can't get out, but Olaf, for example, can because he's just gonna run through with his passive, with his ult, which he didn't even bother using, I guess. So fair enough. All right, let's get some push onto the mid lane now. This is gonna be tough because Azir is so strong from range, but yeah, I might have to just go bot lane actually because Tristana's pushing this really, really hard. Okay, so let's just have a look at the game, I guess, overall. 1-1-4. I'm not, like, hard carrying through kills or anything this game, but I am doing it via farm, I guess. I'm 40 CS up right now. We have a decent amount of assists and stuff. We've got control, which is good, but we have to keep in mind that Tristana is a late game champion, and, yeah, Tristana is a late game champ, and if I leave it too long in this game, she is... Okay, yeah, that wasn't one. If I leave it too long in this game, then she is going to start to take over, so I need to at least try and push my advantage, which is why I'm not spending much time bot lane anymore. I'm spending more time mid and trying to get towers. Towers are the way we push the advantage, and I want to like make sure we keep a lead this game rather than throw it and leave it to chance. Like we have done a lot, I guess, in some of the recent games. We haven't necessarily dominated our lane phase very hard. We haven't come out really strong. And it's just meant that we haven't been able to really put our team on our back as much because we've had good team fights, right? We play team fights well, but whenever you go really, really late, the game evens out again because everyone's starting to get a lot more gold. It's like I'm trying to think of the way to say it. I actually talked about this in today's video on my main channel, but it's kind of like the very start of the game. The lane phase is one of the most equal fittings you can have, apart from champions. Like you have the same gold, right? You start to say the game the same, so you actually are not losing much. Like, if you are better than your opponent, that is a really good time to prove it because you've got, like, you're on an equal level, right? So if you're equal level and you're better than your opponent, you should be winning. So that's like kind of like the lane phase part. But then again, like if you make a mistake in the lane phase and then you go into team fights and stuff, like eventually you're going to catch back up, like because gold, it caps at a point. You only have so many item slots, right? So if we get 6 items, everybody has 6 items, suddenly you're on an equal footing again, and that's kind of like what's been happening in some of the other games. Like even though when we lose, we kind of drag the game out a lot because I'm still trying to carry in that way. It's hard, I guess, to play when... Well, it's much easier to play when we have an advantage, we're stronger, rather than being equal. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. Okay, so Tristana is going to get bot lane tower, but I think we should try and fight this. I'm really, really strong, which is why I don't actually want... I just need someone to hit this mouse. I can't do anything when he has his passive on, that's the problem. Okay, trap underneath. Actually didn't get him. So I have to be careful because, yeah, he's gone underneath the tower like that, but... Oh man, I missed my Q. I'm bad. I should have flashed forward for the auto, really. I think that probably been a better idea. Tristana is going to be around, I think. So that's why I'm a little bit cautious right now. Plus the fact that Malzahar is an absolute arse to deal with. I'm just going to get rid of his passive so that if we do want to do anything, we can. Okay, trapping underneath him. I'm going to trap behind him as well. Okay, that's great. That's exactly what we want to do. Perfect. This is why Caitlyn's actually a pretty good counter to Malz in a way. As soon as you ult... Whoa, okay. As soon as you ever ult... Oh, look at that damage. Now we have an Infinity Edge. This headshot is really starting to hurt. Yeah, whenever he ults, you're supposed to do that, like, straight away. It's the thing that I messed up in the lane phase, remember, when I was like, yeah, I screwed that up. I should have played that differently. So this is why you want to group, though, when you have an elite. This is why it's so good with elite, because you push your advantage, you get towers, you get kills like this because you're stronger, and you just kind of snowball the game. We've been playing these games from behind a lot recently, whereas we should have been playing them with an advantage because it's just easier for our team to cope. Like, they're making the same mistakes that my team were making in these previous games, which is just stuff that I think should be expected at this kind of level, and that's stuff that the best way to eliminate that is to play in this way instead. So I'm going to go back now. I would love actually to get a QSS, but I don't think it's really worth it just for one champion. Maybe I could justify it for the Thresh Hook, but I think I should be able to dodge that anyway, so that's not really worth it. So what we could do is we could go double crit here, or we could go for like a Bloodthirster and stuff. So we're actually going to go for Bloodthirster first. And the reason is mainly because of Azir. Azir has a lot of poke damage at the back of a fight, and Malzahar as well has a lot of sustained damage, like the damage over time. So lifesteal is the best way to counter it, because as Azir is like poking you from a really long range, you can kind of lifesteal back up. Especially with the Runins, lifesteal applies on all 3 bolts, so it actually does more for you, I guess, in a way. And I think it will help me sustain. It'll actually be a bigger DPS increase than having like another crit item, just because I'm able to stay in fights longer and sustain back up. So we're going to go for that. Obviously we go for the AD part first because we want some damage. We're not in any massive rush for the life steal. It's not like, if we were really dying all the time and stuff, I'd probably go for the I'd go for the vamp first and just like sacrifice the AD, but I don't think it's worth it. Again, we're putting these blue trinkets and stuff in places where it's not too obvious, I guess. Oh, we could maybe actually do this. I don't know. We could definitely push down this tower though. What we need to do is get that passive off Malzahar, which I tried to do there but messed up. It's going to stand and auto attack the tower for now. Position behind minions though in case Thresh actually goes in. We got a win wall now, which is good. I think we should have engaged on that, really. I think we should have had like a sonar ult in there. Okay, we need to leave. So Malzah's just going to ult me, which is why I didn't continue to attack. Even though I feel like we were probably a bit stronger at that point. Oh, here we go, the ghost. This is what I didn't want. This is exactly what I didn't want. I'm going to flash all. This is one thing he can't get away from. He can't. Whoa. She's going to regret that. I'm going to heal just because she ults me. I don't know if that's enough to kill me or not. I actually really want to go for this. Yeah, so there's actually a trap there as well. I didn't position that very well, I guess, because she didn't step on it, but I have to be careful because the Azir. So the Azir could just actually murder me from really high range here. Nice. Perfect, perfect. So we played that extremely safe, I think, like probably a bit over the top. But this is why Olaf, I was saying, is a problem, because Ghost and Black Cleaver is like, and Deadman, sorry, is like enough to just catch me no matter what. And I can't stop it. Like, one of Caitlyn's best self, I can stop it now though, which is why I'm putting traps like this. So he has to go this side, which I'm standing on the opposite side from, so he can't actually get me. And if he wants to go around, then he has to step on a trap. Even just putting them down here like this mean that he's gonna have to like walk around it a little bit, so it slows him down slightly. But yeah, so him ghosting at me and like ulting is one of the most terrifying things I think ever. He just, like, if I didn't have my flash there, I was 100% dead, and that's like no counterplay for me. Like, I can't really do anything. There's nothing I have in my kit that's gonna save me from that. I can net over walls, I guess. Like, that's probably the only other thing. Apart from that though, I'm completely screwed. So yeah, no thanks. Alright, so we're going to sell our door and we're actually going to get a bit bloodthirsty because I want to keep pushing the advantage. I could go out to base, I could farm like a camp, right? And I could come back to, I could go back to base, I could recall, I could buy it, and I still have my Dorans, which is probably like the better play in the long run. But I want to push my advantage now. Like, I don't really want to... I don't actually want to sit there. That's going to delay everything by like a minute. I'd rather have an extra minute of the inhib being alive, dead, sorry, and able to do stuff than having that. I don't think it's worth. So okay, now we're actually really seriously hurting. I don't know if this won't kill her, but oh, someone else was there. Wonder who else that was. Azir. Oh, I took off over half his health. Damn. What are we doing, boys? Come on, let's go for dragon. I forgot we need to play the controlled style. This is very much this game I've dictated more because I've been ahead. I've had the goal to say, let's do this, let's do that. Like, I've said, you know, I've been pushing mid. Like, I've grouped with my team and I've kind of like been much more the reason why we're winning rather than just the reason we're not losing. Like, I think that's the major difference between what we've been playing recently. Like, I've been making sure that we don't lose. Like, I've been one of the reasons why, no, even if my team gets behind, I still have, like, we still have some influence in the game, I guess. But that's not how you win really solo queue. Like, the best way of winning solo queue is being the reason you win, not the reason you don't lose. So, I mean, at least I'm giving my team a chance at those games. It's still the correct way to play it from behind, but this is just a much better way to play the game. So hopefully we kind of like adjusted our playstyle a bit moving forward, and we should be a bit better. This game has been much better. One death, we played much safer. We've made more calculated decisions, I guess. And it has helped. This Evelyn has done extremely well. I mean, Soda has done okay. She's not done amazing, but oh my god, that Evelyn damage. Soda's done okay. Not amazing because her ults in lane were crazy, but I would take that over the people I've been playing with recently. Over an AFK, I'll take that. Okay, so the way we win this game now is just to push a side lane. Literally all you have to do. I'm gonna go get red. I'm gonna go get red, but then we should push a side lane. So if you have mid inhibitor down, the easiest way to win a game is just to push aside. The way you actually want to play it though, a lot of people play this wrong. So the way you actually want to play it is let the mid lane push. You have like these people defending it now, right? So it's not actually pushing into their base, but when you draw them all bot lane, then you get when you draw everyone bot lane, mid lane is going to push in, and someone's going to have to go and defend that. And then when they defend it, that's the part where you go and like actually try and take towers. Now we're going to leave this though because there are 4 people here. So we're actually doing like a 2-3 split, which is really strange. This is not the optimal way to play this situation right now. But we're gonna do it anyway, and we'll try and delay them a bit. But they are probably gonna hard engage onto us because there's 4 of them, and they know they need to recall. So we're gonna try and delay without dying, I guess. But they could just engage onto us quite easily. So we have to be. You actually missed that, really. I'm trying to take his passive out as much as possible. If I take his passive out, even if he engages, I'm still able to do stuff. So I just crit him twice, which was kind of lucky. I don't think that's particularly normal with how much crit I have, but... These guys need to leave, though. Wait, what? Okay. I think that's worth my flash, because we can push this in now and we can get the win. Normally I actually don't like flashing for kills in like 1 kill unless it's going to get something else, because then I don't have it for a team fight. And flash is really necessary on AD carries now in a team fight, just because of how the meta like this season has changed. There are so many threats that I actually need, like the Olaf for example, or the the Azir, like, oh god, someone just DC'd. No way. We got 3 inhibs though, so even though he's not here, we should still win this fight. Oh no, that's bad though. So I can kite this and maybe do something, but he's gonna push me in. Yep, that's bad. I'm gonna go for the Triss right now. I'm exhausted. I'm dead. Rip. Oh, if I wasn't exhausted, I think I would have been okay. But yeah, that was like what I wanted my flash for, basically. Like I could have, right there, I could have flashed the Azir wall, and I would have actually been okay. Like he wouldn't have been able to push me back in, and I would have still been able to kite the fight backwards. But that point, he pushed me into Tristana, which I think I actually still could have won the fight at that point. But then the exhaust has completely ruined me. Like there's no way I can win through an exhaust like that. So yeah, we're kind of screwed. All right, so their team is actually very squishy, but they all do have more health than me, I think. I'm just looking around very quickly. Yeah, they all have more health, so we're still gonna go for the Lord Dominic's. Actually, like, well, I guess like Tristana doesn't have any crit right now. She has like a really heavy crit build, no lifesteal, so I guess that doesn't even apply there. But one of Olaf's big things is his lifesteal. So he like gets very low, he activates his W, he lifesteals up like an absolute ton, excuse me, and there's nothing you can really do, I guess. Yeah, there's nothing you can really do, and I really want Mortal Reminder for that, but he's not the problem at the moment, I don't think, and everybody else has more health, so I'm going to be doing damage to like everyone more, I guess, with the Mortal Reminder, whereas with the with the Lord Dominic's, whereas Mortal Reminder I literally only have be better against one person, which I don't really know if that's worth it. So we should Banshees and your passive. Malzahar, are you drunk? Why? Oh man, the Azir, this is where they're getting to their late game stage though. What is going on? This is where they're getting to their late game now, and people are making mistakes. So this could turn really bad. I'm gonna cut off this. Oh no, I think it's too late. We need to leave though, we're not gonna win this. We just 100% don't win this. See if I can catch him, but I don't think so. What is Poppy doing? Dude, we're not that desperate that we need to... Are we gonna throw this game? Alright, so I'm pretty much full build. The last thing I'm probably gonna get would be... I don't actually know. I've got a lot of choices. So I could get Rapid Fire Cannon for more damage. I don't think more damage is actually my problem right now because they're a very squishy team. I feel like it's more surviving. So survival wise, we have more Malmortius would be good against, I guess, the double AP of their team. It's not really going to help me against Tristana though. I guess some of her damage is magic, but it's not really going to help. Mercurial will be pretty good, I guess, in case Malzahar ever goes for me. And it's also a speed up, which is nice, like utility wise. We could just get a Guardian Angel. We could actually get a Frozen Mallet. I feel like Frozen Mallet actually might be pretty good because it would help me kite them a lot better. And that might actually be a really good choice. If I can keep myself safe with positioning more than anything else, I think that might be the best option. So we're going to get Baron. Just get Baron. So Azir is going to become a problem. He's got 300 farm. Tristana has got so much farm. The thing is, right, with... when you get 3 inhibs, if you actually can't end the game, you will lose it. It sounds really stupid, but they are getting so much gold pumped into them right now because they have 3 massive waves pushing into them constantly. So they're always going to have so much gold pushed into them. And this could be, if they ever recover and they get like... If they ever recover and get their 3 inhibs back, we probably actually lose because of the amount of influx of gold they're going to have all of a sudden. So what we need to do is we need to take this inhib. We need to get mid inhib. We need to just back off here. I'm going to take complete control of this game because I'm not going to lose this game, please. Enough is enough. So we need this now. Okay, the hook is out. That's good. Ideally, we get some damage onto this guy. Nice, he killed the Azir. Okay, that's pretty much game now, I think. That should be it. That's perfect. That's exactly what Evelyn wants to do. She's not really a team fighter. She's more of a, you know... yeah, she's not really a team fighter, so now we can actually win. Alright, I'm going to be careful because he could just ult me. Go on the Olaf. Let's kite this fight play very slow, very slow. Trap underneath Malzahar right now, just in case. Nice, that's 2 kills for us. Oh, and let's just end the game, I think. Oh, finally, we actually won a game and we earned it. What do you know? What are the chances, boys? What are the chances? That feels good. That feels good off the tilt. Most gold on the game. There we go. We're back. We are back. S- on Caitlyn. That's what we like to see. So we played one of our comfort champions. We adjusted our playstyle massively to most damage too. Oh, I feel so good to actually be back and deserve a win. Even though, like, I know it's just like tilt though. Like, now we're off the tilt. It's not so much like winning the game. It's just I feel like there's the pressure off now, so we're good. But yeah, so the main things we changed. We pick a comfort champ that we know we can carry on. Like, Caitlyn is one of the champions I carry in high diamond with. This is one of my like go-tos. We adjusted our playstyle for very heavy farm, so we got a massive lead in farm and gold wise. We played way more aggressive in the lane phase as well. We tried to actually get kills rather than just sitting back. It cost us because we died once, but I think like in Sudoku you have to play like the jungler might not be there because you need to be aggressive. So we pushed Tristana, we made a miss CS on the tower, which is the matchup, and yeah, we managed to make the most of it, I guess, actually pull it out, which is good. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know who you want me to play next time. Back tomorrow with another episode. And yeah, hopefully we're going to get these out at 3 p.m. UK time. But I'm really bad at getting up in the morning, so it's hard because I have to make the other video first. So, but anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.